Hey guys, Nightwing here again, my happy crazy little self. I showed y'all how to make money rice in the last video, and today I'm going to show y'all, of course same time frame, damn it. So today I'm going to show y'all how to make a witch's ladder using some knotwork and things like that for prosperity, because we created the money rice a while ago in a previous video. So today I'm going to show you how to make a witch's ladder for prosperity that you can hang at your front door. You can hang it at your job, provided they let you do it. If you own your own business, it's great for that. You can hang it next to your door, next to your register. You can put it under your register, whatever the case may be. And I encourage y'all to take this and do with it as you will. Change it up, make it your own, do it your own. So, because my crazy self didn't clear some things out of the way before, during my last video, let me go ahead and do that now and get some of this chaos out of the way. This is going to also be for protection for your finances as well. So, okay, so what we're going to need for this happy little deal that we're fixing to create: cinnamon sticks. Cinnamon sticks. Some small little glass jars. Of course, I've got those. I love them to death. I like to use them. And there, now I'll quit hitting it. Protection oil, whatever one you like to use. Money oil, whichever one you like to use. That's the ones I like to use. Potatoes. This is the skins that I've dried out. Really good for getting down to the root of things, because it is a root. It does grow underground, so why not use it as that? Let's see. Some string. You can use green string, you can use ribbon, whatever the case may be. I'm using this, whatever the hell it's made out of, because I don't know what it's made out of. I think it might be hemp. I could be lying. I don't know. Green marker. It smells like apples. Green marker. I'm going to put a hagstone on mine so it's got the hole in it, because hagstones are very protective. You don't have to use this, but this is a wasp nest. I won't be using all of that, just part of it. Let's see here. We're going to use some feathers. We're going to use our money rice that we made a while ago. I need to get a jar for that, I know. Brown paper sack. You can use green paper if you so wish. And I'm going to use some mesquite thorns. Some peridot, which I forgot to add into the money rice. So instead of adding it to the money rice, I'll just go ahead and add it to the witch's ladder that we're fixing to make. I kind of had a brain fart there for a second. You'll notice that about me, I do that. A little evil eye protection thing. Now, if you want, like me, I wear these. I use these for protection. I'll do a whole nother video on that. I'm not going to get into detail. So, let me see how to do this. Let's see. We're going to fix this to where y'all can see this. What is going on? So down here we come to this, our working space here. Okay, so what I want to do is take a little bit of this, and I'm going to pull a little bit of it off. And I think it's got some cobwebs attached to it, which is fine because of the purpose that we're going to use it for. We're going to use this to represent home. So I'm going to take 3 little pieces off of this because it did used to belong to a wasp's home. So you can use your curios in this and use this for home. So that's what this is. That's what this is symbolizing as home. You can also use some dirt off of your property if you don't want to mess with those kinds of fun things. I don't care. Either way, it don't bother me. I'm going to get out a couple of pieces of peridot here. Use some little bitty pieces of peridot, so no number there. I'm going to get a mesquite thorn. Mesquite thorn, I do use them as protection. Trying to get it. Because that's what it's on the plant to do. It's on the plant to protect the plant from any outside forces that try to destroy it. So that's what we're going to use the thorn for. And then potato. So I'm going to break off a little piece of the potato skin and put with it. Potatoes are good for, they grow in the earth. Okay, so if they grow in the, you can think of it as root bound, keeping it in one place so it does not leave. So that's what our root potato skin is going to be used for, to keep it in-house, keep it in where we want it to stay. So we have our little concoction of ingredients here. We have our feathers, we have our string, we have our marker, and I'm going to use 2 of these little guys, one for this stuff and one to put the oils in. And I did forget to mention that we are going to need super glue to make sure these bottles stay shut. I don't know what I did with my super glue though. Cool. It helps when you put the stuff back where you found it. Just saying. Actually, let me correct that. We're going to use 3 bottles because we're going to put one of these little bottles is going to carry our money rice. And we can also use the rice for, I'm going to use this wire, this green wire right here to attach those. Sometimes it's about doing the stuff as it comes to you, as you see it. So I can think I have everything the way I want it. I can think I have everything there, but in actuality, I don't. So my life goes, so witchiness goes, and so the craft goes. All of y'all know what I'm talking about. So we have all of our chaos here. I'm going to take a piece of this brown paper sack. Okay, so here's our brown paper sack. Move all this stuff out of the way. And let me see if I can zoom y'all in a little bit. Okay, so y'all got that, or I've got that. And we're gonna draw a sigil on it for money. Those of you who know how to do sigils, I'll go over it in another video at another date and time, but the sigil that I like to use for money is just some symbols that we have here in the US, which is the $. Okay, and I incorporate the cent sign with it. Okay, so this is the sigil that I like to use, or the symbol I like to use for money. And you can encirculate that if you so wish. Kind of a funky looking circle, but hey, whatever's clever. And then I want to write on there bring prosperity to this place and keep it safe in this space. Okay, so I've got that wrote on there. Bring prosperity to this place and keep it safe in this space. Okay, so I've got that wrote on there. So what I'm going to do is I will take some of my oil. This is my money oil. And I'm going to dab it on all four corners. I will take my protection oil, dab it on all four corners as well. Okay, and I'm going to take this and I'm going to roll it towards me. Rolly, rolly, rolly towards me. Because I'm bringing that money over to me. I want that money and I want it to stay put. I don't want it to go nowhere, so it's going to stay put. And I'm going to flatten that down so it don't go nowhere. Okay, so this is going to be incorporated with our ladder. Next, I want to take wherever my little dropper went. Okay. Well, I had my dropper, so we'll come back to that here in a minute. I'm going to take a piece of my cinnamon stick here, because we're going to incorporate that with the ladder as well. And what we can do is we can soak this string here in our oil if we wish to do so. And I'm going to pull off enough of this to probably more than what I'm going to need, but I'd rather have more than what I need than not enough. So that's how I'm going to do that. So we have our string here. Can't see if I can see y'all, so let me... Okay, so I've got my string here. Okay, and you can use green string if you so wish to do so. And I'm going to tie on the very bottom my hagstone. Keeping in mind my intent, what I want it to do, and I'm going to tie 3 knots into this. Okay, so that's that. It's a hanging. It's a hanging. Okay, so if you want, you can tie knots in between all of this as you're doing it. If you want, you can just tie all of this stuff to this. So let me bring this up here so y'all can see, because I'm going to be tying up here anyways. I did all of this crazy monotonous stuff down here. So I want to tie one of these on the bottom down here. And you can glue this if you want to glue it on there to make sure it stays. That is totally fine. Again, envisioning bringing in prosperity and keeping it, and making sure it doesn't fly out the window. Three knots, so there's a feather. And then I'm going to tie one at the top. Actually, you know what? I'm going to tie the cinnamon stick next. Because cinnamon is another good thing to bring in prosperity. Again, you can glue this if you so wish to do so. And again, I'm going to use 3 knots. Okay, and this is not going to really look pretty. It's not really supposed to. We are using knot magic, and we are using things that we create to put this together. I want to add another feather here. This is going to be the middle. Again, 3 knots. Again, with the intention of bringing in money and keeping it, making sure it doesn't go nowhere. Okay, so that's our second knot, and I'm not spacing this out really in any kind of an order at all. The next thing we're going to put on there is our paper, our little petition, or whatever you want to call this. But that's going to be the next thing we're going to add to this. Again, the 3 knot thing. Okay, and then we're going to add our last feather. Using the 3 knots again. Okay, so we have our hex down at the bottom. That's going to act kind of as a weight, and then we have all of our other fun stuff just hanging off of it. Okay. Next, I want to take and make like a little loop right here at the top, so that way I can hang this up. I'm going to do 3 knots again. Okay, so that's 3 knots. Okay, so I'm going to bring you back down here now. And we're going to work on our bottles. So let me get these opened up. All of these have been cleansed already when I got them in. So we're going to add all of this stuff into one bottle. I'm going to add the wasp nest, the potato skin, you can add some herbs to this as well, but it's in my oils and things, so. I'm going to add the peridot in there, the mesquite thorn in there, Okay. And then I'm going to go ahead and add just a little bit of glitter to this one as well. Okay, got that on there. Screw these back together, because if I don't, I'm going to drop them. I know how I am. I'm clumsy like that. Okay. So that's everything that's going to go in this bottle right here. Get these last few pieces of peridot in there so they'll fit. Okay, and I'm going to take and I'm going to glue this bottle shut. So I'm going to take the glue and I'm going to go around the edge of this. You don't have to be all the way around if you don't want it to be, but I'm going to put it all the way around. Put this cork back on there. Okay, and that's my first little bottle there. So that one's done. Next bottle, we're going to put our money rice in the next bottle. I'm just going to kind of get as much of it in there as I can get in there. Okay. Tapping it to kind of get it to settle a little bit. Okay. Then I'm going to take and glue this one shut as well. Okay. And that is the bottle with the money rice. I hope y'all caught that. I wasn't looking, I'm sorry. That's the one with the money rice, so that's bottle number 2. Bottle number 3 is going to have our oils in it, our protection oil and our money oil in it. Let me see if I can figure out what I did with my dropper real quick. Okay, it's behind me. Okay, so this last one is going to have the protection oil and the money oil in it. So, gonna add that in there. And we want our money to be protected. We don't want it going anywhere it doesn't need to go. And we want our money to come to us. Okay. Again, the whole time doing that, you're going to, again, envision the oil, the money, all of that fun stuff coming towards you, and you're going to, again, with it being protected as well, you're going to glue this happy little bottle shut, and that'll be all 3 of the bottles done. Okay, so that's the little oil one, so that's 3 bottles there. And then I'm going to close this back up. That is Mocha barking in the background. I do apologize for that. I can't help it. I'm in here, she's in the other room. So, this is what we have so far. This is our ladder, what we've got. And the feathers, I see feathers as free-flowing. I want that money to flow freely in. I'm going to cut a little bit of this extra off. Maybe, if my knife will cut it. Okay. Not supposed to look pretty, people. So, we've got this. And I'm going to take this wire now. It's green wire. I don't have a lot left, so I just went ahead and pulled it all off. Here's what I need right here. It'd pay for one of these days. I have everything ready for y'all guys instead of playing around. So I've got this little tiny piece of wire here. I'm going to thread this little eye on there, this eye of protection. Okay, so that's on there. And I'm going to take this and I'm going to attach it to the top right here. Because I want that money to be protected, especially at its peak, when it's at its highest point, and it's coming in pretty good. So that's what's going to go on there. Okay, so that's on there. Okay. Now we're going to take each of our bottles and we're going to attach those as well with the wire. So I'm going to go ahead and cut 3 more pieces of wire here. And I'm not gonna, it doesn't have to be very big, just enough to wrap where you gotta wrap it at. Okay. So, I'm gonna determine where I want to put my bottles at. I kind of want to put them on the edge of the feathers, but in a way I kind of don't, because they might slip off. But I think that would be kind of cool. Yeah, I think I'm going to tie them to the edge of the feathers, because I'm weird like that. So we're going to grab a wire, we're going to thread it through. So it's threaded through there, we're going to bend it up like so. So it's bended up like so. I'm going to take it and squeeze it. I'm going to take it and twist it so it looks like an open V. Where's my camera? It's going to be an open V. And then I'm going to take it and tie it on the edge of my feathers here. So it'll hang off there like that. I actually like that. I think that's pretty freaking cool. That's awesome. So I'm going to hang them off like that. I'm going to do all 3 of them the same way. And I'm just twisting around the tails of these feathers. You don't have to put them on the feathers if you don't wish to do so, but I kind of like the idea of that, so that's what I'm doing with them. Okay, that's the second one on there. And this isn't going to be going anywhere, this isn't going to be moving, so I'm not really too worried about them falling off of that. If you're worried about it falling off, get your green pin and place your green pin in it, so that way it don't fall off. Again, the whole time you're doing this, visualize yourself getting money in, bringing money in, and it's staying within your home. It's not going nowhere. It's protected. It's rooted right where it needs to be and where it needs to stay. So that's that one, and I think this came out amazing. So let me see if I can stand up. Well, sit up here. And we're going to do it this way. Okay. And you can say some words over this if you wish. You can enchant it. You can charge it. Okay. So that's what it looks like. Okay, and I will go hang this up here in a little bit. But until next time, guys, get back down here where you can see me. You can do this for protection. You don't have to do it for prosperity. You can do it for multiple different things. You can do it for bringing friendship into your house. You can do it for love. You just change up your herbs. You change up your colors and things, your sigils, whatever you use for this. You can even put some, drip some wax on it if you wish to do so. That would be pretty awesome. You can use bank dirt. You can use within your little bottles. You know, if it's a good bank that is very prosperous and it's been there a while, it's well known. Go ahead and use some of that bank dirt for that as well. That would be awesome. Ooh, you can use all kinds of stuff. You can use beads. You can use all kinds of stuff, really. Seashells, stones, rocks, sticks. Your imagination, sky's the limits on this. Do what you will, do what you want, and post some witches ladders that you've made, or do a tutorial on how you make your own witches ladder. That would be awesome. But this video has gone on for 33 minutes, and I think that's way long enough. So until next time, guys, many blessings to you. Bye.